All right, so coming up to the stage, we have the next person. He is light-skinned, he is cool, and he's a very funny young man that wears very cool hats to the back. Give it up, family, for Mr. Chris Greene. Give him some love.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing?
Good.
I appreciate whoever did the whoop 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 whoop, because y'all segue perfectly into my police joke, you know. I face the American nightmare for people like it ain't getting pulled over. It's just when the cop, like, because you know we got radar. Like, you usually see the cops way ahead, and you slow down, or you see them coming up in the mirror. You move over to the right, and I got caught slipping twice this week. Like, the first week, I just froze, and I was like, oh man. And then the second time, I was prepared. Like, my self-defense mechanisms kicked in. Like, I just subtly turned on some country music and cracked the windows just a little bit. Like, not loud enough so he thought I was playing it real loud going down the street, but just loud enough so when we got to the next stop, like, he heard what I was working with, you know? And it was one of them country songs. I wrote it out. It's a good old honky tonk. Ba-doom, good donk. Just ride the long way home. USA, red, white, and blue. Don't pull me over. Better be cool. I didn't know how that was gonna work. Like, in between the last mic and this mic, I had went on the on-demand music, and I did country songs, and I saw the names, but I didn't know how none of the songs went, and I didn't know if y'all listen to country music, so I didn't want to like make up lyrics and y'all be like, that ain't how the song goes, you know. I don't know. Like, we all over the U.S., you know. Like, I think I don't know. I didn't plan on doing a set of country music, so I don't know. We're gonna skip. We're gonna have a hard transition, a bus turn to the right. You know how they crank that steering wheel? Like, we moving. I may not have a joke, but I'm gonna be interesting, goddammit. And I know when I'm not interesting, and I can see in the eyes. You know, there's a lot of glazing over. There's a lot of how much longer this shit we got? You know, like, I'm very self-aware, you know, like that joke was an air ball, you know, I'm not gonna shoot it. In my mind, I'm gonna say that was probably gonna go over the rim. Anyways, I'll just talk about my life. Like, usually after these mics for the past 3 weeks, I've been going fishing and you know, fishing, not catching. I don't get it, you know, like I think I need to attach some bells on the end of my fishing hook, just like free lunch, because I'm just giving away bait, man. Like, I don't get no bites, no nibbles, you know what I mean? Like I need to just drop them down a note, you know, like free elevator rides, fresh air, come see the surface. Okay, we don't have no fishermen in here. It's cool, you know. I don't know. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I wasn't very well prepared. Like, that was all the ammo I had, you know. Like, I thought I could. Thank you for that 1 minute. Like, sometimes I see it like that's a mercy light, you know. I think this is kind of like a silent auction, and I'm bidding for laughs. You know, can I get a chuckle? Can I get a smirk? Can I get an eye roll, a shoulder pat? Can I get the headphones to drop? Can I get a distraction? Because somebody disrupt on the mic so I can talk about it. You know, I just like, shit. I don't know. Y'all do. Like, this is cool on Zoom. If it was on stage, my soul, I'd be burning up. My arms be sweating and shit. You're like, oh shit, it's hot. Turn them damn lights down. It's hot up here. I did it again. Somebody says last week, he gives feedback when his set goes bad. Yeah. 2 weeks in a row, baby. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Give it up for Mr. Chris Greene. You know, Chris, here's the thing. And I've been in the business for a while myself in many different capacities, radio and everything. None of y'all know me, but it don't matter. Y'all know me now. And it's just the fact that you showed up. If the set tanked or it was wonderful, it was great, people laughed. Hell, you laughed at yourself. And that's good, because that's good medicine right there. You know, and I enjoyed it. And again, we are trying our stuff out. We are getting things better. We are growing. We are building. So look, brother, the only feedback I have for you is keep going into the muck. If you went out of control and it went to whatever direction, keep going and run your time out. If anything, just run your time out. So don't stop doing what you're doing. And if you're not prepared, shit be like that sometimes. Any feedback from anybody else in the room? What we got going on?
I love catching, not fishing. Chris, I think you onto something right there. I think honestly, I think Buck sounded like a motivational speaker and looking like TD Jakes right there. I just feel like you gave up too quick. Like
I think so too.
I think you gave up too quick. Catching, not fishing had a chance, and you probably just all you want to do is punch up whatever your parallels are. Because I kind of heard him, but I kind of didn't because you were throwing them away. But catching, not fishing is very good. It's very good. I live in LA, lived at a few places, but I'm from the South. And you don't have to fish to know what catching, not fishing is. That cuts across. Powerful. Also, your moment of going downhill, the silent auction honestly was brilliant. Because you were like, can I get You were like, you could have can I get a heckler? Can I get I felt like something. You had the best crash and burn if you want, you know what I'm saying? Like, and to me, you could either crashing or burning, but I would say one, it was powerful because what to do when you do feel like you're tanked, you know what I'm saying? And you was killing it with that. And honestly, and and those are my two. I feel like as always, I feel like you got something special. Catching, not fishing, I feel it. Like I feel that. I maybe I've mentioned in my set where I'm feeling that, but I love catching, not fishing.
Is your name pronounced Dana? Is it Dana?
It's Dana with the long A. That's how I have to always say.
Dana, I think I need you in my life as my motivational life coach and my comedy guru. You're so positive and powerful. I need that on the roster. I'm gonna message you, my contact information, and we need to set up some classes later. But we're back to Chris. Back to
Chris. I was gonna say that too, Chris. We just did the set earlier, and you were fine, man. Yo, we all have off days. Yo, it happens. I bombed before too on stage. You just power through, like they were saying. And when you power through, there's a difference between self-deprecation jokes and beating yourself up. Don't beat yourself up while you're doing it, because in between all that, at the end, you found that nugget.
You did.
You found the brilliance in it.
And sometimes
it wasn't beating yourself up. After a while, it was self-deprecating, and then it was funny because it was just you're having to laugh at yourself as opposed to making fun of yourself or beating yourself up. You know what I'm saying?
And like you were saying, Austin, sometimes the audience doesn't know that you bombed. No. In your mind, you got off track, and you're like, well, fuck, I got off track. And until you start going, oh, my set sucked. Oh, I'm off track. The audience didn't know that shit. We didn't know that shit till you brought that shit up. Yes, so we're like, okay, Chris might be going on a journey. Let's rock with him and fuck with him and see where he goes with it. And then when you were like, I was like, nigga, this is what you're trying to do right now. So nobody knew that shit. So don't ever to keep that shit to your damn self and then talk about it afterwards, for sure.
So I was gonna say, I did create a whole new persona for Chris. Cause this nigga consistently does this. Okay? This is not new. This is a part of his shtick, okay? So I just said you need to just preempt niggas on what you about to do. Just make it Chris Greene, the reckless driver of comedy. Like, I'm gonna take y'all for a motherfucking ride. Sometimes we gonna get caught in the ditch. I'm gonna acknowledge it, and sometimes we gonna swerve in this bitch. Everybody just put the seatbelt on because we're going for a motherfucking ride of consciousness. Yeah, it's just like a stream of consciousness in your reckless ass driving as we riding in this car with you, and it's fine. I say lean into the bullshit. That's what I always say.
She said lean into the
when you on some shit, because what it reminds me of is Deion Cole. Deion Cole would get up there with his notepad and he said, I'm gonna try out some jokes. We'll see if the shit work. If it don't, I don't live here. Fuck y'all. I'll go back home. That's the mentality I get from you. It's just like, you just up here trying shit. And we on board with you trying shit, but I would love for you just lean into it a little bit more. I think that first joke could have used that you had an alter ego of a white man's privilege when you got pulled over. And you just pull out your white man privilege alter ego and hope that he don't get you killed or some shit like that. And then with the heckling, I love that part. Like it's like they said, it's a difference between self-deprivation and just leaning into it. I would have been like, can I get a fuck you from the girl from Detroit? Come on. Get over here. Can I get a suck over here?
So
I get, and people will laugh. You just got to make it so it's like you don't want to be the joke. You want to be a part of the joke. So that's what I want from you is just lean into the reckless driving because you be taking us on the road. And when you go off course, just say, swerve. Okay, we here now. We here, people. It's fine. We're going to make it to our destination. Just stay with me. See, I would love that for you.
I'll work on that.
Facts.
Woo.
Give it up one more time for Mr. Chris Greene and his non-driving ass.
Reckless as fuck. His license is revoked in this bitch.
You from New York, Chris, right?
Sacramento.
He ain't got no license.
Sacramento. Oh, okay. I thought you said from New York a while back. Okay.
New York people don't have licenses.
I have a license.
I'm from New York, and I don't have a license.
See,
so
somebody's gonna prove my point.
I am from Brooklyn with a license.
See, this is the thing. It's always somebody that's the alternative. But I always can find at least one that's like, I ain't got one, never had one, never even thought about taking driver's training. Like, it's always a nigga on here like that.
Well, I did move to South Carolina, so that might explain it.
There you go.
I needed somebody to drive that horse and carriage living down in South Carolina. But
being in Germany too? Shit, being in Germany, not having a driver's license is fucking, that's rough, man, because you miss a bus. It's not like New York. I'm from the Bronx, man, Brooklyn. I know over here you miss the bus, They punctual here. You got to wait 15, 20 minutes for the next bus. And it will, or the train. That shit will, I need a license.
And now that we have worked through all those issues with Austin getting a license and Chris driving off into we don't know where, we're going to move it to the next entertainer and to the next comment. But it's all love, Chris, and it's all love, Austin. Visionary, everyone, thank you for the great feedback for Chris. And that was some really good sound and tangible feedback. Chris, take that in your heart the next time you step foot in that car and drive somewhere. All right.
Don't crash that bitch.
Don't crash that. But if you do, get some marshmallows with that hoe and have a good time.